Hello guys and welcome. So I felt like beginning a new series, and the series I have chosen is the one here with this wallpaper. If you know this game is old, but it's also good. Its name is Jagged Alliance 2. Guys, Jagged Alliance is from 1999, and you might be thinking, why the hell should I play a game like this? Well, I'm from 1991, so I was not old enough to play this. At least I didn't have a computer at the time. But for a lot of people, Jagged Alliance 2, uh, we could say it's like that old dog from the neighborhood that you used to play with when you were a child. We used to pet him and like him a lot. And then you grew up, you went to college, now you have a family, a child maybe, and you go back to your old neighborhood to visit it. And it's like 18 years, 19 years after the time you used to pet that dog, and you're walking down the street and you see the same freaking dog, and you ask, how the fuck are you still alive? And I'm gonna tell you how the hell that thing is still alive, with a lot of love. Love from the community, love from the community developers, from players and developers alike. Guys, Jagged Alliance was a game that was kept alive because it was really good. And on 2006 they have launched a new version of it that kind of could be played on Windows XP and things like that. But the community kept going, and until now it's being developed. New things are being developed by the community. And I'm going to teach you on this video how to install it. And for fans of turn-based management, please do install and play this. And if you only like gameplays of these things, I will recommend you to skip to the next video where we will begin our gameplay. This is only a setup video. I will teach you how to install Jagged Alliance 2 and its must-have mod called 1.13. So, gameplay, skip to the next one. Installation instructions, and you need them, stick to this one, okay? Internet also has them, but it's a little confusing to go on your own. I'm going to try and facilitate the process. So let's go, guys. What is the first thing we gotta do? Well, you gotta buy it. And Jagged Alliance is not an expensive game, now it's summer sale, and it's really cheap. Here is in reais because I'm from Brazil. So if you need to a price in dollar, it's $10 the normal price, and with 75% discount, it's $2.49. So guys, it's very cheap. It is a cheap game. So buy it. And that's the first step. Buy it, download it, install it. Okay? For those who want to play vanilla Jagged Alliance, you do have to go through some changes. And they're easy enough. Go to Steam or Steam community or Google and search like this: Jagged Alliance Alliance 2 setup. Okay, Steam, and it's going to be appear how to install an official patch, blah blah blah, and things like this. So I don't want you to follow the instructions to install the unofficial patch because this is outdated already. But they are going to tell you how to make the vanilla Jagged Alliance work too, so go with it if you want to. Now, after you have downloaded and installed it, what is the next step? I want you to head to this website. And this is the Bear's Pit, home of Jagged veterans, since 1999. And no, thank you, I don't want to play Counter-Strike right now. Let me close this. And guys, this is very cool because this community has kept this game and all of Jagged Alliance games alive for a long time, and they are a very interesting and very, how can I say, they have put effort into this. It's not all like other communities, like the, how can I say, there are other games like maybe no, I can't say Oblivion or Morrowind because they're still working on that. So there are other games that people mod, they mods for some time, like XCOM, the XCOM Enemy Unknown. People have stopped modding by this time because you know, it's outdated, and XCOM 2 is out, and XCOM 2 is really better in some aspects. So they have stopped modding XCOM, the common XCOM, the vanilla Enemy Unknown XCOM. But not Jagged Alliance, they have continued. So guys, get here, and I want you to download this thing called 1.13 SCI. Click this link, and when you click it, it's going to open this screen here. And here are all the builds that you can download, all the archives that you can download. So there are a lot of builds if you want to test the previous one. Why would you do that? But maybe you do want to do it, I don't know. The one I want you to get is the last one. So click here and select the most recent to older one, the oldest one. So it's gonna be something in English. Mine's in Portuguese, yay. So the last one for me right now is the 15th of June, okay? So I have downloaded it. You go here and you click it and you're going to download it, okay? So it's gonna ask you to download it. I have already done this, and it's right here. And it's a zipped file. So with 7Z, WinZip, WinRAR, you can use every one of these, any one of these, sorry. And what you want to do is you want to extract this to your root Jagged Alliance 2 installation folder. So your root folder is this one. Mine is in Steam, okay? So cdisk, program files, Steam, Steam apps, common, Jagged Alliance 2. I have to make an observation here. The developers, they want you to install Jagged Alliance in a mod-friendly location that is not program files or program file x86 or program files similar folders that are under special ULC protection since Vista. So ULC is a tool from Windows that protects installation, protects files. I have completely disabled mine. I don't like this. So since I have installed my Windows, I have disabled it. If you haven't, you may want to disable it or install Jagged Alliance in another folder. Steam has a problem with installing in other folders. So if you are using Steam, you may want to disable ULC for this, so it doesn't crash or doesn't do anything funky, you know? So beware, I warned you, okay? So guys, after you have extracted the mod file, you're going to find your installation folder pretty much with a lot of files. You have the INIEditor, you have the editor here, you have there's the map editor, not anymore. There used to be, okay. So a lot of files will appear here. And after doing this, after extracting this, what do you need to do? You need to head up to docs. So head to docs and you will find this folder here, Windows Compatibility Fixes. Inside this, you will have only this WinRAR, this RAR file, this zipped file. Right click it and extract here, and these two things are gonna appear. So open the GameDir folder. If you want to read the instructions, they're here, okay? I'm only gonna tell some of them. But everything I'm gonna tell you from the compatibility files or compatibility fixes, it's here. So what you wanna do is you wanna open the game directory and right-click Performance Fix and open it with your notepad. So my notepad is already here because I have already opened this file with the notepad. But choose another app. It's gonna have here. Click More Apps. Notepad's gonna be amidst these ones. Okay. And you see here this path. This path is only here because I have put it. It's going to be something else, you know, between the quote marks. So let me do this real quick, only to show you how it is. So I'm really gonna delete it, okay? And I'm gonna extract this again, extract here, open the game directory, and open this with the notepad. So you can see here, there is another path. What I want you to do is I want you to get your game path. So everything from the Jagged Alliance Gold main path, okay? So main directory. So this one here, copy it. I'm going to open this again. Copy the path and paste it here. Leave the ga2.exe. I hate to say this, exe or exe. I don't know how to say this in English. There is a word for this, but leave this and paste the rest here. So you need the folder path and also the file path. Okay, so you need to leave this here. After doing this, you want to save, and you want to register this path. So click on the performance effects and click yes. It's going to register a key in your Windows. I guess that's what it does. So I have already done this, so I will not do this again. And also, one of the things you want to do, no, go to game there. You'll see these 3 files, copy them and paste them right in the root installation folder. So mine are already here, so if I do this, they're gonna ask to replace, so let's not do this. After doing this, we go to the next step. So we had 4 steps until now. Step 1, download and install the game. Step 2, download the latest mod, 1.13. Step 3, extract the mod. Step 4, make the system compatibility steps. Step 5, configure the launch on INIEditor. This is important. So inside your root folder, you're gonna find this thing here. Open it. And it's going to open a program to edit your configuration files. What's going to happen is this. Your play intro is going to be set to true, your windowed mode is going to be set to false. This is the default configuration. What I wanted to do is set play intro to false, windowed mode to true. Jagged Alliance is a game that gets a little funky in full screen. It gets very lag, the performance drops like hell. You will not be able to play it enjoyably, I guess, pleasurably. So set it to windowed. I hate playing windowed, but Jagged Alliance must be played on windowed, at least for me. You can try it, you know, set it to false and see if it works, but if it does not, set it to windowed. And guys, you can set your resolution here, and you can see there are several resolutions. And why is that? It's because Jagged Alliance is a very old game from 1999, and the monitors at that time did not have high resolutions. So the game was made in very low resolution. I think 640 for 580 is... I don't even know if that was the default one at the time, but it may as well be. So what you want to do is you want to set the windowed resolution to what you like, what you would like it to be. Why is this? Why can this be not what you expect it to be? So not all game screens will be set to the resolution you choose here. Only the combat one, or the ground combat. That was on the versions I was playing of Jagged Alliance. These new versions that I have found at the Bear Spit forum, the Bear Spit community, they may have done some changes, and I'm gonna find out with you guys, and I'm gonna tell you if anything was changed from the version I have played before, like 3 years ago. So guys, I am going to set it to custom resolution and play it on 1360 and 650. That is almost all my width, and the height should be from here to here. Okay, so I have the taskbar here, so I can click and go alt tabbing and things like that if I want to, and you will need to do it. I will explain shortly. So setting the custom resolution, windowed mode to true, play intro to false. What else do you want to do? Here you may want to configure something, and it's this. Inside the Jagged Alliance 2 main folder, go to docs, go to manuals, and you will find these 4 manuals are okay. If you want to take a look at it, okay, take a look at it. But these 2, do it. Just do it. There's no option. I have them open here, and they are the hotkeys manuals. I have an Excel sheet that is the hotkeys for the mouse, and I have a PDF here with all the hotkeys for the game. Guys, there are several, okay? It's hotkeys galore. And Jagged Alliance, it's a game that it's impossible to play without hotkeys. Impossible. Okay, it is a very deep game. The gameplay has a depth I have never seen before, and you will need hotkeys to play this. But how can I memorize all of these, goddammit? By playing. Really, I took some time to memorize some of them, and it's not even half of these, I'd say. But with half of these, I can play. I'm able to play, and so will you. Okay, so take a look at them. You know, read this file once, or at least like this. I'm going to read all of the tactical screen hotkeys. Cool, read them. The ones I really will tell you you really want to memorize is the tactical screen movement, stance, and actions. So everything from tactical screen is really useful. Okay, the others you can live without, maybe, but the tactical screen, you want to read it. You really do. Okay, so take a look at it, and take a look at it at these two. But these ones, they are a little bit different. They must be pre-configured. So you see here, there are instructions. Set alternate mouse commands to true in the file JA2 options in E to use the listed mouse actions. So to enable these mouse actions, we must go to the INI file. And why do we have all these hotkeys here, not within the base game? That was because Jagged Alliance was not made for middle mouse wheel, you know, or middle mouse button. There are not so many actions you can do with it. The developers at Bear's Pit, they have made the mouse wheel and the mouse button the middle mouse button be more useful when you press them with other keys, so Alt, Shift, and Control. If you wanna see if another button does another thing, for example, L, you press L and then you press Ctrl L, Alt L, and Shift L, and you're gonna find everything the L does, okay? Jagged Alliance is that deep. So to enable this, let's go back to the INIEditor. And the name of the variable we have to alter is alternate mouse command. How do you find this? You find this on the bottom part. So if you click here, GA2 options in E, we can find all the properties within this INI file. And yeah, within this INI file. We can select the other files here, but right now we want the GA2 options. And the name is alternate mouse command. So let's search for it here. So click on properties and it will go on alphabetical order. And alternate mouse commands. So the default is false. I have put this on true already. So how do you change this? So let's put it to false. If I change this, is it going to change already the INI file? No. If you click outside, you're gonna see that the alternate mouse command property is in red. It means it was altered but not saved. And what we need to do now is save here. So after you save the file, it will be changed. So now it's false, we want to set it to true, remember, so we can use the middle wheel, save file, and that's it. Are we ready to play already? Please, I want to play. Yes, we are. In fact, we are. So now we hit start. The developers have changed the desktop color depth to 16 bits, so the editor doesn't need to make this change. So the editor is telling you that it cannot automatically change because it has already been changed. So hit OK. Okay, if this message doesn't appear, just forget about it. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna change Jagged Alliance to the common screen, you know. So this is the Windows screen, and I'm going to change to this window here. Yay, so now you can see it better. I have muted Jagged Alliance so I could do some things. I'm gonna unmute it here on the mixer. Yeah, music. And what I want you to do before going into the game is go through two more steps. I want you to hit preferences and take a look at them. So if you want to see what they do, just hover the mouse above them and a pop-up screen will show up with information about this option. So speech, keep this option on if you want to hear character dialogue. Okay, I want to, so keep it enabled. I have enabled 3 of them for me. I have enabled never move my mouse, pause text dialogue, but sincerely I'm gonna disable and see how it goes, okay? And I have enabled high angle grenade launching, so if I want to launch a grenade at my own head, throw it to the sky, I will do it. Nobody can stop me. And there are several more here. Real-time confirmation is a good one to leave on too, and I have done it too. So, and if you hit next, it's gonna appear a new column here. This one is the same as the other one. This one is the new column. So, take a look at this and set what you want to set. Hit done, and that's it. The other thing I want to tell you about configuration, that is about configuration, it's when you click Start New Game. This screen is gonna appear, and I'm gonna tell you about this screen. Each part by part, okay, so, option by option. First, the difficulty level. If it's the first time you're playing Jagged Alliance, I go with novice, yes, go with novice or novice. I'm gonna study it later. But anyway, go with the lowest difficulty setting. If you would like a challenge nonetheless, or if you have already played Jagged Alliance before, even if it is 10 years ago, you will see, your memory will come back. Go with Experienced. Experienced is challenging enough that it's not so frustrating, and it's a good experience. Well, also, inventory and attachments. You have an option to select old, and new. Go with new, please. Go with new. 1.13 changes the inventory system and the attachment system, and it's awesome. It's awesome, guys. You will want to do this. So set it to new, and I'm going to show you during the gameplay what the changes are. Also, max squad size. If you want to have a squad with 6 mercenaries, okay, go with it. But sincerely, if I could have a squad with 20 mercenaries, I would. But it's impossible. The max is 8. Also, max IMP characters. These are your personalized characters. So if you set it to 10, you can create 10 personalized characters. Seriously, it kind of breaks a little bit of the money balance in the beginning if you create a lot of characters. I am only going to create one, and if he dies or she dies, I'm gonna create another one. That's how I will do things, okay? So I set it to 10 because we may die 10 times, so yeah, it's possible. This game is like this, it's very possible. Also, progress speed of item choices. 1.13 mod adds like 300 plus items, and that's... And sincerely, I think it's much more than that, you know, 500 plus. Maybe it's even 1000 plus, but it's like a lot of items you're gonna see. And this sets the speed at which these new items appear. So for example, I don't know the time frame, I'm guessing. If you set it to very slow, the new items will only appear after a month or 2. If you set it to very fast, the new items will appear after a day or 2, maybe. So I'm gonna leave it very fast because I like the new items and I want them into the game. And also, as we are facing soldiers, they will have good items or rifles or things like that. So I'm gonna set it to really very fast so we can face those new items faster and we can take advantage of them, because the game is fun, is more fun that way. I want to say funner, but I hate this word, so more fun that way. The baud rate quality is the quality and quantity of the items in an online gun shop or online item shop where you can buy a lot of things. I'm gonna set it to excellent 5, that's enough for me. If you want to set it to awesome 10, it's your choice. I'm gonna set it to 5.5. New traits, you want to set it to new, please set it to new. There are a lot more things and it's much more interesting. Available arsenal. Tons of guns is all the items in the 1.13 mod. Reduced is a middle ground between vanilla and 1.13 full mod. So I really recommend use tons of guns. The game is, again, more fun. Game style, set it to realistic if you want to play the game as it was meant by the main quest, I guess. Like, you're mercenaries, you're within a country, you're fighting a war, you want to, you know, fight some things maybe. But really, do not go with sci-fi if you do not know what it is. And in one sentence, giant green alien bugs. Okay, so maybe you want to hit realistic first. Also, enemy drop all items. If he dies, he dies. His items or their items are ours. I'm gonna set it to on because I like them to drop all items. Improved interrupt system. This is not to make the game easier. This is to make the interrupt system more intuitive. And that is, if you remember to do everything correctly, if you are, you know, careful, and if you position your mercenaries in a certain better way, their interrupt system will help you. So, and it's a little more immersive and more realistic, you know? Somebody's going to run in front of you, going, you know, coming from a corner, you're going to interrupt and shoot it. Since this system makes the game much more, I would say, realistic and immersive. So do it. You're gonna find yourself really proud of paying attention, of being careful, of positioning your mercenaries according to the situation, okay? Extra difficulty. You have a lot of Ironman modes or save anytime. I'm gonna set to Ironman because I don't know what soft Ironman and extreme Ironman are. I have not researched it yet. So let's go with Ironman. Merc story backgrounds on. Inventory manipulation costs AP on. We want to be realistic. New chance to hit system on. It's changed the chance to hit system a lot and it's very good the way it is. Sincerely, you want to play with it. And food system, guys, it's complicated. You know, I love food system, I love water system and disease system, need system, let's say. When I play Skyrim, I always use need system. When I play Fallout, I always play need system. When I play Jagged Alliance, I don't. And there's a difference. Because Skyrim and Fallout, you have one character. You have to focus only on one character. And it can tell you at any time when it's hungry, thirsty, need to sleep, or is sick. On Jagged Alliance, no. You are managing dozens of mercenaries. You are managing hundreds of militias. So, I don't think you need to focus on this. If you want to make the game more challenging and go with super micromanagement, hyper micromanagement, I would say, go with food system. It will be a real challenge for you. But I will not go with it. Because, sincerely, I do not want to play The Sims. I feel like the food system in Jagged Alliance is a little bit like The Sims when they do not take care of themselves. They are like babies. You have to give them food and water, you know, how can I say, on their mouth. So I do not like this. If they want to go to the bathroom, they go. If they want to drink water, they do it. If they want to eat dirt, they will do it by themselves. I have no finger on it. Okay, so I will leave the food system off. And we're ready to start. If I hit start here, the game is going to start with these configurations, and that's it. But guys, there is something else I want to tell you, and right now I'm gonna mute Jagged Alliance so I can tell you this. And I'm going to come back to window screen, okay? Guys, what do I want to tell you too? I want to present you a little bit of the community and thank people that have shown me that the community is still active. So, why do I know all of this? And why do I know this community? Because they have found me. I had begun recording gameplay of Jagged Alliance. Maybe you saw the first videos. You watched it, sorry, the first videos. And someone commented on my video. This guy here. So, this guy named Klaus Niemand. And he told me, he sent me a link, and he told me, man, download the newer versions because this one you're using is outdated. And I went to the link, I found Bear's Pit, I read everything, and I hope I have read everything, and my game is with the new version that is 1 week old almost, or a little more than 1 week old. And guys, there are people like Flug Anti and 7FM that you can see here on related channels that have recorded videos about the new things, so the new additions to Jagged Alliance. And they have created this. Flug Anti has created a lot of things. A lot of people have created a lot of things. And if you want to see, for example, how to deal with quest and intel map overlay, creature raids, enemy bios, just how to distract enemies getting and using intel, test animation, drag people corpses. This is new, and I was like amazed by this mechanic, because I have lost mercenaries in the past because they passed out in the middle of nowhere and the enemies continue shooting them even though there were friendly units nearby. I couldn't drag his corpse. Now I can. And this mechanic they implemented because they thought it was useful. And it is very useful. So guys, take a look at these videos, take a look at 7FM, take a look at the community. I want to thank all of them for this amazing work they are doing, and that they have done, they are doing, and they probably will still do. And if you feel like making part of this community, just do it. So guys, I guess this is all you need to know. I have only one tip, one tip to give you. Leave your, the hotkey things, leave it open, leave them open. I have 2 monitors, so I can leave them open on the second monitor, but maybe you can't, so leave them here. So if you have any doubts, if you think about like, can I do this, can I do that? I saw this guy doing this on a gameplay video. Can I do this? How do I do this? Leave the hotkeys files open so you can see them. Okay, Jagged Alliance is a complicated game to play, so you want to leave them open all the time. So guys, I hope you can successfully play Jagged Alliance. It is an amazing game, but it's not for the faint of heart. It is very challenging, and at sometimes it is really frustrating. But it is frustrating generally because you did something wrong, or you didn't notice something. So this is a learning curve. The learning curve for Jagged Alliance is steep, but you can do it. I know you can. With patience, with love. Love the game, okay? Create a mindset to love this game. Like the community does, like I do. And you will enjoy yourself, I promise. So guys, thanks for watching. The next videos will be gameplay videos. And I'll see you there. See you on the next one.